I lost him in the crowd, but that little like lightning in a bottle moment where someone was like, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I'll read that," just to keep that conversation alive, just to keep that wonderment and creativity alive that he gets to appreciate, that I get to find just by listening and engaging with nice people. That's the strength of the community in a place like this. That's the strength of good storytelling in a place like this. That's why we're all here. That's why we're all together.
Yeah. So what was your lightning in a bottle moment? What was your lightning in a bottle comic book? I know. It's just for me. I knew what that was straight away when you said that.
Yeah, what was your one?
For me, it was the death of Superman. That was my moment. That was my comic book that I read. It was different.
Yeah, John Byrne in the 80s.
Yes.
Historic, because the way it was structured, like the longer it went, the fewer and fewer panels it was. But you never noticed. That's just how well written and how well illustrated it was. Just to see, like, the story flowing over double page spreads, but it's all one piece of artwork. And again, that's just the quality of like the speech bubbles making your eyes follow across the page and across the story. But it just being this like one flowing movement until eventually it ends with the cape torn up on that spike. That's just the joy of the comics. We can talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah, we can go off. Yeah.
Really
but no, I'm interested in you, Adam. I want to find out what it is for you.
I know exactly what it was. I was probably too young to have read it, but I read it anyway because, again, my father was a bad influence.
or a good
definitely.
Or a good influence.
Good bad influence.
Bad.
We'll get your thoughts on it. I think it was right around when the Watchmen film was coming out. That he handed me the books, and I must have been 9-10 years old at the time, so it was like heavy, but I could handle it because I was always raised to say, yes, these are heavy stories, but they are stories. They will not hurt you. Nothing bad will happen to you. Just remember that they are a thing that someone has told for you to enjoy and for you to think about.
It's been a wonderful conversation. I'm so pleased to have met you, and thank you for sharing your insights into the world of comic books. Just a final question then. We've talked a lot about the past. Let's go into the future on our final question. What are your hopes and dreams for this space in the future?
I think that the space is in a very strong spot. I think there's still a lot of creative license and creative freedom, even if the big two companies do have their profit margins and do have their readership quotas that they've got to worry about.